Hello, fabulous Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, right in the middle of the month, you have a full moon taking place in the sign just before yours. And what that means is, usually what that means is, in 28 and a half days later, you will have a full moon in your sign, which certainly is the case now. So I will be here to talk about that next month. But I do think that the important shift that's set to take place for you next month is likely to be facilitated by the experiences you gather right now this month, and in particular in the middle of the month. What we have happening in the middle of the month is this full moon taking place, the sign just before yours, and it is speaking very positively with Uranus, planet of freedom, planet of release, planet of being cleansed. And this does suggest to me that on some level in your psyche, in your energy, you are likely to experience a significant shift that allows you to feel like you are preparing for and ready for stepping into something brand new. But it's not that simple, because what's also happening right around the same time is Mars is going to step into and begin to activate a now waning grand cross in cardinal signs. And so I've been talking about this week to week. Those of you who've been watching the weekly horoscopes, if you haven't, I'd encourage you to go back and watch, especially the weekly horoscopes that I recorded in the middle of April, because that was where I really discussed this cardinal grand cross and what it was that it would mean to all of us. But in particular, because yours is a cardinal sign, a lot of the most important shifts that are taking place for us collectively are happening for you as well, on a very deep level, on a level of heart, on a level of identity and understanding who you are. And this month, as Mars, right at the full moon, begins to reactivate this waning grand cross, now sort of for the last time, as he chugs forward, begins to chug forward in the sign of Libra, he will speak with Pluto in your sign. And to me, when I look at the fact that these two elements are happening simultaneously, it does suggest to me that you are set to notice a significant shift. You add to this the fact that you are going to have your ruling planet currently in Scorpio at the same time Venus standing across the sky from your ruling planet Saturn. Put all this together, synthesize all this, which ultimately is what astrologers do. We synthesize the different symbols. And you look at this together and it suggests to me that the shift that takes place, well, normally it would be, you have a dream and you feel really good afterwards and you feel like you understand what was and you see the wisdom and you see where you're ready to move on. That would just be if I was looking at this particular full moon and how it's speaking with Uranus. And that still is likely to be the case. But it looks like a stronger likelihood is that while there is an understanding of what has served its purpose, at the same time, there's work to be done. At the same time, it might not be as simple as just having the dream and believing. And while that goes a long, long way, don't get me wrong, that shift in energy goes a long, long way. At the same time, a lot of that is going to be facilitated by, is going to be brought on by looking at your own expectations in life, looking at your expectations of other people. And I'll talk more about that in the love horoscope video, but also friendships in general as well. Looking at where it is ultimately that you need to be more honest with yourself about the change you need to take ownership for if you're going to experience life and love and possibilities that are expanded and more loving and more open than you have known before. That certainly is possible to you, and you are preparing for this very important shift of energy that's about to take place for you next month. But before you get there, you have to welcome these experiences, because it is these experiences that are part of what's motivating you to action. They're part of what's motivating you to get out of your comfort zone and embrace new opportunities, to learn, to have experiences, to embrace new understandings as well, to try a thing and to try another another and to try another. That's what I'm seeing happen for you now, especially where it comes to your career. Mars is moving through a part of the sky that has to do with career advancement for you. And there is going to be a part of you that's going to need to push forward, push through, and take chances. Now, that doesn't mean every single chance, every single effort you make goes smooth and creamy, if you will. It's not supposed to. What it does mean is that in the process, you come to understand your power and what it is that you're going for. And it does look like over the course of this month, given Mars and what Mars is doing, it does look like you are making more than one power pitch. You are deciding what it is that's going to matter to you, what it is you want to achieve, and you are going with it with gusto, with bravery, and with an oomph that other people will find very hard to match. So trust those instincts. And remember, no effort is ever wasted from the perspective of the universe. Every effort you take to move your life forward, to make your life better, and to achieve the dreams you know you're capable of experiencing is an effort well used and is an effort that moves you in the right direction. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.